Hey, what's going on everybody? This is JMO back again, bringing you some core kill confirmed gameplay on the map Dunkirk. Now before I get this game started, or this video I should say, let me basically apologize for not bringing you guys a video in almost 2 weeks. I've been trying to bring you guys a video though, but I had a cough about a month or so ago, and it only lasted a couple days or so, and then it went away, but then it came back even harder. And for like almost a month now, I've been dealing with this cough that it made it almost impossible to be able to record anything. Every time I would say a word or two, I would start coughing uncontrollably, and even for this video I had to take some cough medicine. So anyways, that's enough about that. Now, what is this video about? I'm going to show you how to hold down this room with a lot of patience. Now, is that a nice way of saying hardcore camping? Maybe so, but just want to show you how a little bit of patience can end up, paying off for you. Sometimes the game may require for you to be aggressive. Other times, patience may be the best bet for you. It all just kind of depends on how the game itself is going, and what kind of enemies you're playing against and what kind of teammates you got. In this particular game, I was trying to complete an order that required for me to get some tags, and I believe this was like the second or third game of the day, and pretty much the teammates that I kept on getting all kept on dying a lot more than the number of tags that were being collected. So they constantly kept on feeding the enemy their score streaks. So I decided that I wasn't going to be contributing to feeding the enemy their score streaks, so I decided to go ahead and camp it out. So anyway, so what you see me holding down this room. And actually, Second Mirage, for those that follow me, he's on my featured channels list. And when you go to my homepage of my channel, he actually showed how to hold this room down himself. So not only him, I also got a homie of mine that goes by Noob Too Sweaty. He also held this room down. So what does that tell you? Me pretty much showing you how I hold this room down, that it basically works. We may do it a little bit different though, but this is probably the best room to hold down on the game. So pretty much what I end up doing, you see me, or you haven't seen me place the S mines in the first floor and then one by the steps. And so a lot of times people just run around recklessly, that they don't be looking at the floor, and so that's why I put the S mine in the floor itself. And just in case they happen to see it, I put one in the steps, so in case they get past the first one, the one in by the steps should be able to get them. Now when I'm not looking down these steps and I go out the window area, there's specific things that I look for when I look down the window area. Now you see me throw this stun grenade. That's only to place the S-mine a little bit closer to the door, but you don't see me just rush down there. And that's because since I've gotten a few kills from here, they can see the kill cam and they probably know that I'm still here. So one of them may end up may be practicing patience themselves and maybe downstairs waiting for me to come downstairs and pretty much get me. But you see what I'm doing right now? As I'm looking at the window, I'm looking at the window by by an angle, or an angle is what I meant to say. But again, you see me pretty much put that S-mine and come right back over here. Now when you see me going over here by the window, once again, this is the angle that I like to look at, and for domination, this is the best. Well, for me, this is the best area that you have to be able to see what's going on the beach and get a lot of kills from that area right there. Now every once in a while I may end up, I heard somebody there, that's why I ended up throwing that S-mine. Not only that, if you look at the left side, that gave me the indication there was somebody down there, but I threw the S-mine though because I heard something still going down in that bottom room. So anyways, so there he is. So even though I didn't kill him, he was hurt. So I had an advantage because again, I had 100% health and he didn't. Now going back to when I go and look at the window, now very rarely will I get in the middle of the window, and that's because a lot of times there could be a sniper or somebody waiting for you to take a peek and take you out. Now before I forget to mention what I'm running, the setup that I'm running, you see me pretty much running the Lewis right now, and in the Lewis I am putting as attachments the grip extended max, and rapid fire. As far as for my basic training, I am running Blitzkrieg so that I can go ahead and run for different score streaks. Now, some may prefer to run as a basic training Hunker so they can take less damage whenever a grenade gets thrown in here. But for me personally, the way that I position myself in the room, I'm able to avoid them pretty easily. And so for that reason, I don't use Hunker. However, now C4s, that's another story. For some reason, when people use C4s, they're able to get me. So for that reason, one of my class setups, it's the exact same thing that I'm running, except that for basic training I do have Hunker. But very rarely do I run into people using, the C4s in this map. Now you saw me get shot and leave. Now you saw me pretty much, escape, and I knew it was time to go. And I'm trying to call in my paratroopers as well, which I did, and also just to give myself a little break from being in that room. Now I do intend on going back, but what I'll do is, a lot of times I will stay in the room for a while, and you see me being on the Relentless right now. But once again, I will be in the room for a while, and then eventually I'll go ahead and leave for a little while just to come back, just so that just to kind of throw people off a little bit. They'll expect me to be here, so what a lot of times what I'll do is I'll leave an S-mine in the middle of the floor in here somewhere, or leave them where I normally at, and then again just go somewhere else in the map where I think is safe before I make my way back. And you see me start getting into my score streaks all over again. Now I'm on a 25 piece right now, and see, now that's one of the rare occasions that I did get in the middle of the window, but again I put myself in a position or at an angle to where as soon as I saw a body I would move away just in case there's somebody there waiting for me. So anyways, as you can see, once again I'm starting to get into my score streaks all over again. And remember, I did mention earlier that on prior matches it was my teammates that were pretty much giving out the score streaks to the other enemy. So that's why I decided to go ahead and camp this room, not only because it's for me the best spot of the map, but also to call in and counter their score streaks with my own score streaks, because once again, as you will see at the end of the match, where my teammates ended up going, you'll understand why I'm trying to combat their score streaks with my own and try to do everything possible to keep them from their score streaks. Now, the only score streaks that you can't keep them off of is when they run requisitions, though, but that is another topic right there. Now once again, look at me at an angle from the window, and I just picked up that unstoppable right there. So once again, continue looking at the window through an angle, and from the steps I try to be as far left as possible, to where even if they make it all the way around and turn, most of my body is pretty much away from them. And got that unstoppable again, continue getting that unstoppable. And I know that there's a tack right there though, but I kind of had a feeling that there's more people there. So again, a little bit of patience, and I got paratroopers now. At this point, I'm one off a V2, but I'm not even thinking about a V2. And to be honest, I'll never be thinking about a V2 or be purposely going for them. And I got taken out one off. Had I been conscious and thought about it, I would have just stayed where I was, pick up the one more kill easily, and easily drop a V2. But once again, I wasn't even thinking about it. I need to start being more conscious about that, because that's not the first time that's happened though. But anyways, I started on a 37-0 run before they finally killed me, and it was a paratrooper from their requisitions, which I'm glad that they nerfed requisitions today. But anyways, I ended up 38-1. For the most part, I had a good game. You can see how my teammates ended up doing. Well, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay, and I will catch you all later. If you enjoyed this video and would like to keep up with upcoming new content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. Thanks again for watching, and I will catch you all soon.